play, and Jordan was in the huddle. He looked over to me and said, "We're gonna break their back right here." And I said, "Go ahead, have at it." And phenomenal return. He was just competing like a maniac throughout that return, and just refusing to go down. And, yeah, that was fantastic. I thought our defensive line play might have keyed the whole. It was one of the big keys, or the key of the game. All the guys on our defensive line, they got a lot of pressure. They got sacks. They got hits on the quarterback, and I really felt that took its toll as the game wore on. And excellent play in the red zone again. I thought the ability of our offense to answer every time the momentum was shifting or about to shift, our offense responded with a big drive, touchdown drive. Glad Jake Rudock set a record. That's trying to set as many of those as we can, and we're happy for his success there. And Jake Butt going over 1,000 yards, another great milestone, and a great win. The amount of our players that contributed to this win was very high, maybe the highest of the season. When you look at the way the offensive line played, protection that we had, the entire defensive line, defensive stops in the red zone, kickoff return, the offense, just a lot of guys sucking it up and playing really good football.
All the way to your left, Coach Steve.
Jimmy, your team is on the road, just keeps finding a way to get things done, and they credited practices during the week as one of the reasons they're effective on the road. Talk about why you think your team's been so effective in road games.
Well, it always comes down to the players, good players. They play good on the road or at home.
Is it just digging down deeper with the hostile environment or anything? Anything that you noticed?
I think the number one factor is just being good, play good.
Go right in front of your coach, Dave Jones.
Jim, your predecessors, when I grew up, Bo and Woody, used to always talk about you can't be up every week. And I would have thought if there would be any week where you might have had an emotional valley, considering what you went through last week and what's ahead, it would have been this. But have you laid an egg all year? Because I can't discern one where you emotionally weren't quite ready.
I never heard Woody or Bo say that.
But Woody said that. I grew up in Columbus. He said you always worry about sometimes you can't be up for every game completely.
I don't know.
Anyway, you don't believe in that anyway, so I guess.
No, I've read a lot about Woody Hayes. I don't ever remember him ever saying that.
Well, anyway, your viewpoint.
No, the egg analogy, doesn't resonate with me either. I don't like comparing humans to chickens or any other type of animal.
You can go right next to you, Chris.
Jim, can you talk about Amara's yards after the catch, how big those were, and the flats, and then the big play that he had on the sideline that kept the drive alive?
We had a lot of big plays on the sideline to keep drives alive. Yeah, and that was a good part of the offense today. I think we were effective. When they were in off coverage, we were able to hit on some of those quick passes, wide receiver type of screens, and we blocked and got good yardage off of those. And then in the press coverage, we were able to hit the fade route a few times. So a lot of that was a good fastball curve ball for us today. But yeah, Mara, just every week he gets up for every game.
Jim, you seem like your guys are really relying on man coverage and press coverage and tight coverage. Was there stuff that got flagged today that didn't get flagged in other games? You got a lot of interference calls.
Yeah, he's pretty lopsided, so you'd be anxious to look at him and see what it was.
Coach, over here to your right.
Coach, you had, ups and downs this season. You had a lot of penalties. this game, you made a couple fourth quarter stops near the goal line, red zone. What is it about this team that you brought to the team that enables it to deal with this adversity through the season and in the game?
I don't know. I mean, the thing about this team is we win as a team. Everybody does a little, and it adds up to a lot.